Seems that every place we go, they got one of these boxes. You see, you sign your name. Calvin sees it, wants to sign his name and put in a ticket, so we stopped. And there's two young gentlemen here who've been here for over an hour now at least. And well, we'd like to find out who they are. The first gentleman right here is?
Ryan Dragoon.
Ryan Dragoon. That's R-Y-A-N. It's a very common name today. I remember when my grandson was called Ryan, and I said, God, that's a last name, not a first name. But do you know many Ryans?
Yeah.
More and more of them, huh?
Yep.
All right. And who's the guy on your left? I've never seen him before.
Cousin Joe Romaine from Michigan.
What's his name?
Joe Romaine.
Joe Romaine? Joe, where are you from in Michigan?
Woodhaven, south of Detroit.
And what are you doing up in Moores, New York, of all places?
Visiting Ryan.
Visiting Ryan. Okay. Is it true that your mom and his mom are sisters?
Yes, it is.
That's right. Your mom is what's her name?
Sandy.
Sandy, the oldest of the family?
Yes, she is.
Well, I'm sorry, Sandy, but I had to mention she's number one that came along first, and their grandparents are
Jackie and Ron Trombley.
That's right. The old double R and plus 7 or something like that. The ranch was called. Something like 7 plus 2. I had it backwards, didn't I? They had those Appaloosa horses for years, and they live on the River Road. And Ron has got that new little trailer park there right across the road from him now on the Valley Road. And all right, so are you still in school?
Spring break.
Spring break, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this guy, I know how I hate to have people taller than me. Well, this guy stood up, and we're not going to impress his height, but he's over 6 feet. He's 15 years old. Is that right? And you come up here often? You come north often?
Once, twice a year.
You ever been to his home?
Oh yeah.
You go for a couple weeks in the summer?
Yep.
You guys pretty close?
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah. So what does mom and dad do out in Detroit? They work for the car companies?
No, my dad sells chemicals, and my mom works for a flower wholesaler.
Okay. And we know what this guy's mom and dad do right here in the old building. His mom won't talk on television though, huh? No, we couldn't get her. We met his brother Robbie before, and he said he plays Nintendo with this guy once in a while. And I asked if he could beat you, and he said, he can't beat you, huh?
Yeah,
Are you tough on him?
No.
No? Okay, so what's new in your life, guys?
Not much.
Either one of you engaged yet?
Pretty close.
Oh, yeah. All right, pretty close, huh? You got someone special? I'm not going to ask names.
No.
No, I'm not going to ask names, all right? No, nobody real close?
No.
You go down to NCCS to school?
Yep.
Okay. And what year are you in?
I'm a freshman.
Freshman this year? You play basketball? We always think about that when we're talking to someone tall. Now, you said that you're wearing a shirt that it said what? No, farm equipment. I thought earlier when I talked to you, Washington. And the reason you did that, because Washington did what?
They played against Michigan, and I don't like Michigan, so...
You don't like the University of Michigan, yeah?
No.
Your favorite is who?
Michigan State.
Michigan State in the state of Michigan. A lot of colleges in the state of Michigan.
Yeah.
And some good ball teams, too. Basketball is real big out there.
Yeah.
You play basketball at all, Ryan?
No, just for fun.
Just for fun?
In driveway.
I mean, he plays for other than fun, this guy here?
Oh yeah.
He really means it?
Yeah.
When you play one-on-one with him, is he tough?
Not at all.
Oh, you beat him, right? You can beat him. Yeah, he's too tall. He can't reach down to you.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's happening at this table, guys? What are you doing here?
We're selling tickets for a raffle to win these
You're
hats.
selling tickets?
Giving away tickets.
Okay. I was wondering if Jack knew about that selling bit.
I'll sell one to Kelvin if he wants to buy one.
All right, you got a deal.
And give away these prizes up there.
Have you ever been here before when they had this day?
Not open house.
No, you like this?
Yeah.
Enjoying yourself today, huh? Different? Okay, you know something? I'll tell you one more thing. I'm always telling facts here. That I lived 2 years where your grandmother and grandfather live out there on the Valley Road. I was there, in that same house, in my freshman and sophomore year, went to Champlain School, and was in the class with your grandfather.
Do you like that house?
Well, I didn't have the whole house. We had the upstairs. We only had the end on the east end. The room on the left, on the right when you go in the front door, we didn't have. The lady kept that for storage. But, did I say Moore? Oh, my God, I did go to Champlain. My gosh. I went to Moore Central with your grandfather as a classmate. So we've known each other for well over 30 years. Well over 30 years.
He didn't look that old to me.
I don't. Thank you very much. Your grandfather looks older, doesn't he? Careful.
I wouldn't say that on television.
Well, I've always called your grandfather the old man, see? And he's the older of the two of us, I'm sure. but he's a
Yeah.
good guy, and I've known your grandmother and grandfather for your grandmother for less, of course. All right, we're at Dragoons, and it's always great to be here with the grandchildren, the fourth generation again here of the Dragoon family, and the guy on the left, well, he's the Johnny Come Lately from Michigan, but he's a first cousin of this guy here on the left, and Sandy's son. Any brothers and sisters?
One younger sister, Jill,
Uh-huh.
unfortunately.
And she's what?
11.
She's 11. Okay. All right. Well, that's it from right now here at. Calvin's already told me he's running out of tape, so I got to say goodbye for right now. I want to say goodbye. Bye, guys.
See you later.
Yep.
You know, they say the only difference between men and boys are the price of their toys. We were talking this morning after we got off camera with Norman Bayshard, and he collects little tractors and Hess trucks and certain things. He likes those. And that's some of the type of things you would collect, is it, Gary, right? No,
Right.
Are these all new, or are they collectibles?
They're all brand new out of the box, but now they're coming out with limited edition toys. And what they are is they only make so many of them, and they're all serial numbered. So that means
Means
the
the value.
value will go up.
Are these this year's tractors, or are they
No,
from...
we haven't really been collecting that long. Probably within the last 6 years, 7 years that we really started to collect them.
Missed the boat, hey? Now that you realize what they're worth.
Well, we did at one time. We had them all when we were kids,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
somehow or another they're all gone now.
Yeah. You play with the tractor, and you put the other $20 equal value into the bank, and today it's worth $25, and that's worth, whatever it is for hundreds of dollars. All right, so those are all. And what about the bigger ones? Are those also available?
The pedal tractors, right? There's a lot of people now that collect them and restore them. And after they're restored, these guys will get between anywhere from $600 to $1,000 for them after they've been restored. The older model ones.
Yep. How old does it have to be old?
If it's 20 years or older, it's usually.
Okay, so these are mostly current ones you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We haven't got any. If you had some of the older ones, I mean, like the 1206 International, if you still had the box and stuff that came in, it's worth probably $1,200.
Wow. Yeah. We're looking at the old corn sheller up here. Now, well, we had one of those, but we never had a motor and an exhaust pipe on ours, Gary, like that. That must be a very unique model. Huh?
That's just a stack from one of the Magnum tractors we have out
Yeah.
back.
And that's another old piece just to the left of it. I guess that's another sheller of some kind, right?
I would
Corn sheller?
imagine probably Kelvin used that when he was a
When
kid.
he was young, yeah. You're pretty brave today, Gary. He's got the camera, you know. He can make double pictures of you.
Those came out just after I got out of the corn shelling business.
All right. So you are still selling the tractors?
I think I wanted to get these here on because these are still a collectible. You were telling me about some of the ones that were sold last year that maybe people will get down there and buy them is what I'm trying to get to here. But tell us about what happened to last year's models.
Well, like the second row up, there's three, and then there's three more. They look a lot alike. Like that first one with the white hood and the white cab, that would come out about 3 years ago, and it sold for $39. Right now, they're auctioning them off at these toy auctions for about $150. And that's only within 3 years.
Good return on your money, huh?
Very good.
When you come in here, those aren't for sale, but those over on that far wall,
Right.
just to the right. Oh, look at here. We have some people here from the Moores Forks area. Look at this. I told you, if you're not in the valley and you're not a Rabideau, you must be a Menard. And that's what we've got, in the Menards over there. And there are the tractors over on that far wall. Are they a good mover? You
Very good. We
move
sell a
those,
lot
huh?
of toys. Yeah, sell an
If you
awful lot
don't
of
know
toys.
what to pick up for your son, your grandson, a great gift that's different too. You know, everybody likes anything that rolls around.
And one of the real important things is you got to save the box they come in.
Ah, that's another thing. Yes, you got to save the box. Don't crush it.
Yep.
The box makes it that much more
The
valuable.
box is almost as worth as much as the toy.
If you're going to use the toy and all, put the box away upstairs, and when you finish playing with it, bring it up and put it back in the box.
Yeah, that's true.
It used to be known as Jack in the Box. Now it's Tractor in the Box.
Tractor in the box.
All right. One more thing we want to note over on this far side, which I've already noted and made my remarks, but we can never come to Dragoons without the respect and the originator of this business, well thought of man, was in this business, plumbing, heating, a lot of other operations.
You name it, he did
And
it.
he was a fireman. He was, I think he was on the town board, the rest of the things. And,
School board.
Yep, school board, and that's Floyd Dragoon up there. We met his wife today. That's Jack's father, your grandfather. And Robbie's great-grandfather. And all right, we're going to move behind the counter and see if we can talk to a couple of your service people.
Alriady.
They know what they're talking about back in this service.
They better.
They better. You just heard me when I said if you're not on a valley and you're not a Rabideau in Moore's Park, you're going to be a Menard. Well, that man was, and this man is. This man, when you don't see him here, you see him in Rouse's Point, because his name is Jeff Menard, one of the partners and proud partners of Trophies and Awards, and married Joanne Letourneau, correct? And
Yeah,
you have
that's
two
right.
children now?
2 children.
And he's a partner, and so is Arsene, and our father and father-in-law, Dick Letourneau. And you've been in there how long now?
2 years.
2 years, huh?
Yeah, 2 years.
You do a lot of engraving yourself, Jeff?
I used to, but since we got the computer, I am not doing much anymore.
You don't do much with
No,
the computer. You got a computer.
No, I haven't learned how to run it yet, so.
You're not in a hurry?
No,
You don't-
no.
How long have you been here?
I've been here since last July.
Before that, you had a farm.
Yeah, I
You were
farmed.
operating your dad's farm,
Yeah,
was it?
Yeah, I operated my father's farm. Yeah.
Who's running the farm now?
My brother Tom,
Okay.
he's operating now.
Of course, his wife Joanne is the one of our secretaries, I guess clerk. What's her title?
Both, I guess.
I guess
secretary
both
clerk.
in the village office in Champlain. And I'll tell you, the Letourneaus, they don't want to leave those village offices because his brother-in-law Arsene is in the treasurer in the village of Rouse's Point.
Yeah.
And you've moved in. Now tell us, you've moved the business from the old Valley Road, the Mason Road,
Mason
I
Road,
should say,
yeah.
into Rouse's Point.
Yeah.
What happened?
Well, we kind of grew the trailer, I guess, and we got a big showroom down at just back of the Holland Hotel, and we got a nice showroom there now where everything's hung up where you can see it
Uh-huh.
when you walk in, and we had no room, I guess, in the trailer.
It's tough in the trailer.
Yeah,
yes, you couldn't
it
keep
was
all the
small,
stuff in one
yeah.
place. They got it all in one place.
I think it's a little more central location, probably.
Yep, it's very good, and you're pretty busy.
Oh yeah.
But I hear the bowling people aren't buying many trophies
No,
anymore. They're
no.
going into money prizes
Yeah,
now.
yeah, we don't sell much bowling anymore.
That's surprising. You know, I had that business before, and it was mostly bowling. Was
Was
the
it?
big
Yeah.
season was
No,
bowling.
we don't do hardly any bowling at all anymore. Just kids now, mostly.
Well, if you go in the other room, you'll find out why. You see how many trophies they got in there?
Yeah.
There must be 40 in
Oh,
there,
there's
right?
quite a few.
Or more.
Yeah.
And to give Jack another trophy, put on the wall wouldn't mean anything to him, really.
No.
There's so many.
Yeah, that's
but the
it.
person who only gets one or two, really, you know, they look
Yeah,
forward
they
to it.
appreciate them. Yeah.
All right, so what happens behind this counter, Jeff?
Well, we get farmers coming in looking for replacement parts, oil, and a little bit of everything.
Well, now they come in here and they say, I need something for my Haro, but they don't know the number. They don't know what it is. And you say, what year is it? They don't know that.
Yeah.
They don't know what model. But now here's some people right here going to bring in money. They want to give you some money.
Yeah.
So we're going to leave here real quick and let you get some money
Yeah.
because Jack will be very angry if we don't. We'll take a break. Well, this gentleman was standing down here, and Jack said he's here pretty every day. He spends a lot of money here, and he wanted us to talk to these people. Your name? Tommy who?
Thomas Goslow.
Last name?
Thomas Goslow.
Thomas Goslow. You live in Cooperville?
Yeah.
That's where the Goslows are from. Huh? I know an Audrey Goslow. You know who that is?
Yeah.
Who is it?
My Mimi.
It's your Mime. That means some people will say it's your grandmother. Does it mean that's your dad right here?
Yeah.
So he's a Goslow too? What's your first name?
Jeff.
You're Jeff Goslow.
Yes.
Ah, yes. Mom was is she still postmaster in Shazy?
Nope, she's up in Denimora.
I heard that. I'm sorry, I knew that. She used to work in Champlain. She worked with my wife down there. So are you a farmer?
Part-time.
Where?
I bought Roger Prue's old farm, and I rent most of the land from my grandfather and a few other people.
You mean behind the store? You mean your grandfather?
No, Lawrence Beebe's farm in Morris.
Oh, next to the
Morris.
brick house.
Yeah, the brick house.
Okay. So you have cows?
No, about 150 acres in hay, and I'd sell the hay in the
Oh, I
summer.
was going to say, what do you do with all that hay? If you don't have cows, someone's got to eat that hay. Huh?
No, we sell just the baled hay.
You
This
get-
year I'm going to chop some.
You have a full-time job besides?
Yeah, I teach high school math in Ellenburg.
Oh, well,
Just up there the other day with the cheerleaders.
did you see that?
Yes, I did.
Did they do a good job?
Yes, they
did
did.
you see me do that act at the
Yes,
end?
I did.
Wasn't I was going to do the basket, but no, but they turned me down. They thought I might not make it. I see they had a nice article in the paper about him too on Sunday. I think that's very, very nice.
Right in the front page.
They sure didn't give him much during the year, even when they won the contest, but they did very well. And then they won the one down below too. I read, huh?
Yeah.
The one that's the Essex or the Mountain Valley. They went, they came in first. They beat. They said Screw Lake did very well until Northern Adirondack got there. They said then they just cleaned right out. The people went with them very much so. Okay, so where do you go to school?
Ellenberg.
Ellenberg. You go up with Dad?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. What grade are you in up there?
Second.
Are these the Northern Adirondack colors?
No.
No? They look like Mount Assumption. You know what Mount Assumption used? Well, what it's called now, it's Seton. I guess that's not their colors either.
Doesn't have his Bobcat coat on.
No. Where did you go to school, Jeff?
Shazy.
After that?
I went to Norwich University.
All right. Do you have a brother, Tom? No,
Ricky.
Ricky. Who was the goalie in school?
Ricky.
All right. But I know you went to Norwich.
Yeah.
Were you going to Norwich when young Chilton was going from...
No.
No, he went before
he's
you.
older than me.
He went before you. Okay.
Yeah, that was Mary Jane's son.
All right. And you know Herwood Prevo's son, Dickie, he went to Norwich also. Good school. Great school.
Yeah.
They're having troubles over there right now, aren't they?
I guess.
Huh?
Yeah.
Something about a police action or something, and they're a little too violent or something. The police were not doing what they... All right.
When I was there, it was a good institution.
Yeah.
But I guess it's different now.
Yeah.
Some things
Great
have
school.
happened.
Great
Yep.
school, yes. So you majored in education?
And minored in math.
And how long have you been teaching at Northern Adirondack?
9 years. I taught 1 year in Vermont.
Any trouble this year getting to work? Any of those snowy days?
Well, they usually cancel.
They canceled, eh?
We had to make one up yesterday, so we had a...
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, Northern Adirondack is probably one of the first to cancel. They come from so far.
Yeah.
And so many back
It's a large bus district. I mean,
Large
Line
bus
Mountain,
district.
Ellenberg, and Ellenberg Center.
Did you play soccer when you were in high school?
No,
You weren't a soccer player, and you went to Shays. They should have kicked you out.
I worked all the time.
You worked all the time.
I used to work Pete Menard's farm. I grew up on
Okay.
a farm and worked with my grandfather, and that's how I got interested in farming. I used to work for Andy Gay, trucking hay and straw too.
You're not interested enough in farming to get out of teaching.
No.
Oh,
Well,
no.
I wouldn't mind being a farmer if I would have had some land, but by the time you get in debt to buy a farm today, you never see it paid
Go
off.
out and see some of the equipment. I mean,
Yeah.
it's an
Oh, I
expensive
know.
proposition today to get started.
I've got a lot of money in equipment. I've
Awful
got
lot, yeah.
big tractor and
Yeah.
choppers. And,
Do you drive tractor at all?
Yeah.
Remember, a farm is a very dangerous place, right? Your dad teaches you good.
Mommy keeps them away.
Well, I'll tell you, it's very, very
yeah.
dangerous. Very dangerous equipment on a farm. I think one of the most dangerous places that you can work is on a farm.
In the summertime, he goes to the sitter. I usually bale about 14,000 bales in the summer.
You do that
I don't hire
much?
any help.
Wow, it's a lot of work. Yeah.
A lot
Where
of
do
it
you
I
store
sell
it?
in a wagon.
You store it back in the.
I've stored some in a barn, but most of the time I sell it right off in the farmer's wagon.
You have brothers and sisters?
I got one brother,
Yeah. What's his name?
Mike.
Mike. So you got a Mike and a Tom. Tom and Mike. You know, the story's always with Pat and Mike, but your case is Tom and Mike, huh? Who you named after is Tom? Do you know who you're named after? Who was Tom, and you don't know who it was in your family? No? So listen, what are you doing with all this buying here? You got signs, it's slow-moving vehicles?
Trying to stay legal for the summer because you have to have the slow-moving vehicle signs in the back of the wagons, and I do all my repair work now, so there's always plenty that breaks without planning on it, so you try and fix everything ahead of time.
Not only is it against the law, it's also safer by
Yeah.
putting those up there,
Yeah.
you know? People know what they mean now, and
Yeah.
it's quite dangerous. Slow-moving vehicle, all of a sudden, inexperienced driver, you're in trouble. All right, well, listen, thank you for talking to us. Does he know yet who you named after?
No.
Can you tell me who?
My father.
Your dad,
This
your
would be your
grandpa.
Pepe.
Yeah, you don't remember your grandpa, huh? Yeah,
We have pictures of him, but he doesn't really...
yeah, I never thought of it. Of course, I should have known that, Tom, of course. Yeah, that was a bad accident your grandpa was in, yeah. So, listen, you go to your great-grandpa's at a store and pick up candy or soft drink once in a while? You like to go there? Yeah. There's always candy and soft drink in there for you? Yeah. You betcha, huh?
I know what you're talking about. BB's.
BB store? Huh? Yeah, you betcha. Yeah. Like to go.
Jeff, how we haven't met Jack here?
No. God, I don't know all these. You know all these things. How did you meet Jack? Oh, God, this could be a
Well,
long
I
story.
know he's sort of related through the family. His wife is my grandmother's sister.
No, wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's right. She's one of the Roberts. I knew that now. So, when
And,
Margaret mentioned that.
Of course, I go by here every day on the way to Ellenberg, and the first tractor I bought here was a Farmall Cub, and I must have bought These 15 tractor cents.
Gives them to you at he gives them to you at cost, right?
Well, we won't talk about that.
What do you like to see you
Some
come in
days you
here?
walk out of here feeling like you got a good deal, and other days, well.
Well, I'm surprised you don't have you in here cooking or something on this open house because of your grandmother. Oh, that's right. I never knew that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that Mrs. Babby in Champlain was a sister either.
Yeah.
So I should know
Large
that.
family.
Yes, it was a large family. A working family.
Yeah.
You're going to be a good worker too? Huh? Yeah, all right.
No, he's got a little farm. He's got a little lamb. Takes care of a lamb, and he's got a couple
Got your own
rabbits.
lamb?
Yeah.
Got a name for your lamb?
Yep.
Lammy. No, what's the name?
Blackie.
Blackie's a black lamb?
Yep.
That was
Look,
his
though.
Easter present.
You just got it? Oh, isn't that great? How big is it?
Just a little baby.
Just a little baby lamb. Oh, great. Teaches you responsibility. But know what happens now? When you want to go away overnight to visit your friends, they're going to say, sorry, Tom, you got to stay home and feed your lamb. You know what you then? You make a bargain with your dad, that you feed it, and next week I'll pick up the weeds off the lawn. That's what you do. You trade back and forth. Okay? Now, is there anything else I should know about this man? This is it. Okay, we've talked, Mr. and Mrs. Beebe, of course, run that, used to be the Tidal store. What do they sell now for gas? Mobile gas. So now, right on Route 9B, between Honeymore Corners and the bridge at
They've been in business
Cooperville.
for over 40 years.
40 years there, yes.
We should take a spin down there sometime and talk to them. They have a lot of
Will he
stories.
talk with us?
Well, I don't know. They're pretty
We
shy.
can try. We can try. Thanks very much,
Okay.
Jeff and Tom. Couldn't find anybody else to talk to outside, so we figured we'd come into this office finally. Meet the man himself, Jack Dragoon, well known to all you people out there and in the northern tier, a staple here in the village. King of the winter carnival at Rouse's Point. Fireman extraordinaire. What else do you do here? Supervisor. I should say the not advocate, but the he was in favor of making the village no longer being out of the town. Tell us anything about that in just a few words.
Well, I thought the vote would probably be closer than it was, but I guess the people let their facts be known and by voting, and it's the people's choice.
Oh, well, how will that affect you as supervisor? A lot more work or just more of the same?
It's just the same routine, we're available most all the time anyway. And, we got some more. I'm sure we'll do our best part to make it run very smooth.
It won't. The new control won't really affect the village too much, other than stop their taxes from going up, maybe.
That's right. And by rights, in as far as the town, I would say we might have less work to do in bookkeeping work.
You've been keeping the streets clean anyway, right? As for the village.
Right, they hire us contracted out. The roads we take care of and sanding the roads. And I think they'll be better monitored now because before we wait until somebody from the village would contact us before we would do anything. Now, after this takes effect, I'm sure they'll be monitored like our roads.
Now, Jack, before, just another minute here, there were no village employees as such, other than the trustees and the mayor, right? There's no village superintendent, no waterworks, nothing like that at all. It was all, so that's not a big change there. All right. So we've been here since for about nearly 7 hours now. Been here since 10. It's just before 5 o'clock. We could have got in here before, but you were pretty busy most of the day with somebody in here, whether it was just gabbing like you like to do, or whether it was. And by the way, Jim Guy wanted to know to make sure you wore a tie today and a tie pin, and I don't see either one.
Nope.
He talked about you about
When
your
you're the
tie
boss,
pin.
you don't have to. When you're not the boss, you have to.
You have to do those things.
do
huh?
what they tell you.
We still haven't seen Scott. He got away from us 3 or 4 times.
He was mixing pancake mix.
Well,
and
we
that
saw
last
the
time.
rest, but he kept always saying he's always on the way to do something. All right, so how's the day been for you?
We've been pretty busy. We started at about 10 o'clock, 10:30, but we don't sell a lot during the day, but I have lots of leads, and we'll take care of that when the time comes.
I assume that what I've heard in the past, anyway, a lot of this is appreciation day for those who have bought, and let them know you at least think of them, and that you appreciate the business, and that they're coming in here, and they certainly talk about the feed they get here.
Well, can't argue about the price.
No, you sure can, or the quantity, or the taste of the food too.
And you gotta give the cooks credit, because you can have good food, but if you don't have good cooks, it's hard to get that.
We talked to the cook. The ladies who were handing it out, there's two ladies that they're getting paid. Those two are going to get paid pretty well. I don't know if it's true. Some lady named Doris and another one named Margaret. She said that she would see that they're taken care of.
Well, when we get done, we'll give them a free meal.
You'll give them a free meal. You're lucky you married into a big family. You weren't. You have one sister.
Yep.
In your family, so you came from a small family.
Yep, she's down in Wildwood, New Jersey. I have a motel down there. And her and her husband.
Okay, so what has happened, Jack, in the past year, or what will happen as far as the business is concerned for the next year? What do you see happening, if anything?
Tougher times.
What does that mean? Less sales, or just tougher to get, or you got to sharpen the pencil more? And
we always have to sharpen the pencil, but I can see less. You're going to have less farmers. There's 3-4 gone out in the last month. You're going to see more going out. When farmers goes out, business people goes out, and the government, something has to be done. Workman comp, insurance, and our overhead is just grow way out compared from what our profit is. And it's rough being in business. Probably some business got it, pretty much going their way, but when you're in this business, and time will tell.
You have at least a dozen on the payroll total?
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Got over 20.
20 on the payroll.
Counting the other store, one in Canton.
I forgot the other store, of course, of Canton, right?
I think we got 13 here, 14 with myself.
Okay, I was thinking about here when I said that, but that's right, you got the other store. And you're going to have a party there, I understand, or your appreciation day this coming Thursday.
It's Thursday.
It'll have gone by the time you see this. This is being shown on the 17th.
You're not going up there too?
We're going to be in Plattsburgh that day. We got a show going on with the Army Reserves, I think. Is that what it is, Calvin? Thursday?
National Guard or
National Guard or
I
Army
thought I
Reserve.
was seeing the pancakes for free. You would probably not far to get them
Oh,
with the
dear
sausage.
God. I like pancakes, too. They were good. There's no question about it. But this Thursday, we do have that other one that's been scheduled in Plattsburgh.
with Jim Gagno.
With Jim Gallo Jr. Yeah, Jim Gallo Jr., right? Jr.
Yeah.
We're going to be going up. I guess that's up next to the fairgrounds.
Yeah.
And we'll be talking with that. I don't know much about it myself. And I'll learn like anybody else who'll be watching just what it's all about. But maybe we'll get a chance to see another place up there. Maybe I'll go up there someday when you're there, and we could go have pancakes other than at your own place.
Well, I'm sure
You must know some restaurants
I'm
up there?
sure that can be arranged.
You can be arranged? So what has happened in the past year? Any changes in your business that we should know about? Are there more used tractors in the back this year than normal?
No, to get used tractors, you gotta sell new ones, and this has taken a drop this last year, probably by 30% from the year before.
Of selling of new tractors, you mean?
Unless sometime I go out and buy some used ones.
Uh-huh.
But
Well, I guess when a farmer goes out of business, someone buys his tractor.
that's right.
And if they buy his tractor and they need a tractor, that's one you're not going to sell, you or somebody else.
Not just the tractors, you take
Everything
arrows,
else, yes.
planters, the whole.
Yeah.
Some of the farmers are holding on the machines and they're selling crops, but there's some that's been going out selling everything. Between here, Vermont, and Canada, you'd be surprised how many. Down the long run, it might hurt.
We were talking with Wayne, and Wayne was telling us that the conversion factor with the money is hurting you with the Canadians.
I would say there's probably 150 less here today from Canada than what would be here.
It isn't just in your northern tier. Imagine it's happening over near Syracuse, Buffalo.
The whole right straight through the whole border. As far as that goes.
You go to meetings. I mean, you go to meetings with other case international dealers, right?
That's
They all more or less talk about the same as you do.
Yeah, that's
The things are down.
No matter what you do or where you go, I don't care if you go to Vegas or everything.
Can you think of anybody that started in farming right out of the blue for the first time in the past year or 2 years? I mean, that didn't have a farm before, and unless he bought one, he's not going to just say, well, as a farmer that isn't operating, I'm going to go start operating. It don't happen. You couldn't pass. It's tough to start.
Well, it's very tough, and the only one that's probably started, there's a few around that came from Vermont. They've sold their property, or New Hampshire. They've got some, fairly big money, and been able to start up. But very few. Unless it's generated up through, it's pretty hard to start any business today. Even in the farmers union, you don't see many new ones getting into it. More going out all the time. And
but you're optimistic. You're optimistic. You're always hoping for that big milk price so they can.
Well, yes, but now with this BST.
And we were talking with someone. They were talking that maybe that one of the co-ops is saying maybe they should come up with where they won't take the milk. I don't know if they can do that today because of the, the government thinks the BST is the way to go.
Vermont, well, I guess has come up with it in a couple of states.
They're just a little concerned about that. And,
you hear good, and then you hear cons about it.
Yeah.
Most of them are scared it might flood the market, and then the price of milk drop. And that's, this is, time will tell, but some of the big farmers will, no doubt will survive. But.
So are you making more trips than ever before down in the Albany area recently? Or does Margaret make that trip down there to see that daughter and bring her back to school?
She brought her back
yesterday. I heard she said she brought her back. She's at Siena, doing very well, like school.
Yeah, she's doing very well. Yeah, she come up with a 3.7 this last semester.
Most of the girls take after their mother, Jack. You notice that?
I would say have to be somebody.
All right, well, listen.
I usually got hooked in the wintertime when it's stormy. That's when I'm designated to go to Albany.
Oh, yeah. Does she come home very often?
Well, once a month.
Good, yeah.
A couple times she drove a car down there, but
seems a little bit different around the house without that body being there, huh?
Oh, yes.
Just your wife and you now. That's just two people in the house. That makes a big difference. Particularly the one girl in the family, the daddy's girl, I imagine. Now, I'm not going to make you
kind of get spoiled.
I don't want any tears here. We're talking about this daughter. All right.
Might be my bad eye.
Well, listen, we thank you again for asking us over here. It's always a pleasure to come to Dragoon, not only to see you and the family. I feel like I know you. I see your wife. She's down at the bingo with her sisters, and I'm talking with her.
I make it, she spends it.
Yeah, well, she's winning.
Donation to the
she's winning.
Good causes, anyway.
I said, do you tell your husband when you win? She says, never.
Well, that's about
She's won 2 of the jackpots in the past week and a half.
Well,
you didn't know that.
I didn't know
you didn't know that
It's
yet.
hard to believe.
Well, don't believe it. We appreciate seeing her. There's 3 or 4 for her family there. Her sisters. I think Doris, and Betty are there, and they're just nice. Francis gets over there too. Yeah, that makes 6 of them right there. Yeah, right there in the corner. All right. Anything else, Jack? That I know that Hometown Cable appreciates your sponsoring and backing Hometown Cable over the years. You've been a steady, and all the people out there who watch Hometown Cable, it's because of people like Jack. And when you come in here, if you like Hometown Cable, he's one of the men responsible for it by his supporting Calvin with his endeavor to let people know what's going on in the area. It's people like Jack and others who are advertisers, and people like yourselves who are patrons who send in $12 or more once a year, or more if you want to Hometown Cable, Box 147. Make that 1477 Ridge Road, the new 911 number in Champlain, New York. Calvin will be glad to get cash or money, or if you want to make it easy, when you see him. One person today said, "Here, Calvin," and handed him a $20 bill.
Yes.
And keep up the good work on Hometown Cable. If you haven't done that, why don't you try that? And when you see the advertisers, thank them also.
No, I got a couple new ones. That's all, man.
And that's some more business we just brought to Jack Dragoon.
I got a deal cooking on one. Something should take.
Jack is back from the telephone. Any closing remarks, Jack?
Trying to sell a corn planter there. Something looks pretty good.
Good.
Well, first I like to, we have lots of free help here. The cooks are donated and the waiters, and the boys work constantly. I probably do the least of all, I have to admit it. But we have got some good workers. I don't care where they are, office, parts, or mechanics, and you know, it takes a group effort to do something like this. Otherwise, it can't be done or it wouldn't be done. And this time, I'd like to personally thank all of them, and I also like to thank you and Calvin for coming up here. And I hope everybody would do what Bob tells you. Send in $12 or more, because it takes money to keep going. It's just like business. You gotta have it to keep everything going. And we do appreciate it. And I watch your comments quite often. One lady asked me to ask you, do you have bottom teeth? And I thought today would be a good time to check, Bob.
My teeth are like a horse.
Yeah.
My teeth are like a horse. They're wearing on me.
Well, I can
And
tell
they're
my
getting
mother,
shorter and shorter.
I can tell my mother.
Yes,
well,
yeah, I got
it.
bottom teeth, but they keep wearing and wearing down, and my teeth are getting shorter and shorter. And I'm going to be like this before too long.
I thought probably you was ate too much. That.
No, my teeth are wearing. My back teeth are gone, I guess, and they keep wearing the front.
Okay.
The dentist told me that would happen, and they're wearing
We all
down.
have that problem.
They're shorting down, yeah.
Mine are breaking.
But I've got them. But they're
Okay,
there.
I just wanted to check and make that final. But
See the questions we get, you never know what the next question the statement's going to be.
That's right. It works both ways, Bob.
Well, I'm glad they're watching that close.
Yeah, I'm watching that close, at least you know it. But I do enjoy I've been Plattsburgh watching your programs and all around. People should contribute to keep it going, because I think lots of people will miss it if something did happen, that it wouldn't go on.
One of the things Calvin's considering, is he said it's taking an awful lot of time for the village board meeting in Champlain. He's considering not running that because it's a long time consuming thing, and he was wondering whether people are watching it enough. And you haven't had much response, right, Calvin? 2 or 3? 6 responses. And what's the score? Yes or no? 6 wanted to keep it on?
6 positive, 2 against.
2 against, keeping it on. So it's 6 out of 8, and then there's certainly more than 8 people who have a feeling about that. And I really think you should let him know, because if it's gone, if it drops, 6-2 isn't going to necessarily keep it, right, Calvin? That's not enough of a response out of. We figured there are hundreds of people. I often wonder how many people are watching this particular show at this time. I'm sure it'll be more tonight than usual because Jack Dragoon is up.
Oh, they're probably getting sick of it.
Well, that's all right. As long as they don't get sick of coming in here and see you here,
That's
Jack.
the main part. Keep going. And we do have a good line of lawn tractors. We got some new models this year. And
We talked to Gary about those.
yes, Gary's been doing a fantastic job in
Yep.
selling them and moving them.
We were talking about he really went out and got an ad. He went all over the country, didn't he? I heard he was gone for 2 days making that one ad.
Well, that's what good advertising is
That
all
was
about.
I get that in 6 different places they went with that tractor and that one ad about where you see the lake in the background and all the other shots. They traveled to 4 or 5 communities, didn't you?
Yeah, then drive by lawnmower, so it takes a long time.
There you go.
Well, at least in like Paul Seymour, he had to drive out of the county. We stay right in our own county, in that part.
There you go. Okay, well, Jack, again, thank you, and we thank your family, and very courteous to us, and it's always a pleasure to see you.
Yep, you're welcome anytime.
Geez, I've always been nice to you.
One of the busiest persons here this year and last year, and we never can seem to get on camera, is this young man right here. And who does that face look like right there, eh? Does that look like Jack? You're the youngest son?
Boy, yeah.
But youngest
Scott.
son? You're young, and you're Scott. Scott Dragoon. And Scott, you are here part-time, as I understand, or full-time? How are you working?
Part-time mostly.
Yeah, at one time you were working in the Canton store. And who's your friend here? He wanted to get on TV with you. Who's this guy here? Huh?
Paul Seymour?
Paul Seymour. We saw him on. He talked with your dad about town business. Are you on the town board?
No. I'm responsible for Scott most of the time.
Okay.
And so that's what his father's got me here.
What were you doing up at talking with Jack about the town for that day?
Well, about the village.
Oh, the village, yeah. Are you the village board?
No, I'm just a concerned citizen here in the village of Morris.
You're a concerned citizen. What's this concerned citizen's name?
Paul Seymour.
Paul Seymour. Hi. Do you live in the village of Moores?
Yes.
What's your name?
Neil.
Neil who?
Oh,
Huh?
Seymour.
Neil Seymour. You know the guy behind you?
Oh, that's my dad.
That's your dad? He brought you to. He's splurging tonight. He brought you to a pancake dinner, huh? He said he's going to take you out to dinner, sure. And
The dinner's on me.
The dinner's on you tonight? You're going to buy Scott one,
Yeah,
too?
Scott, you're covered tonight.
Thank you very much.
Scott, you have been busy running back and forth. What have you been doing today that you can tell us about?
Mixing the batter.
You're mixing the batter. We asked before who mixed the batter. They said Dave sometimes. And so you've been mixing the batter? Been mixing a lot of it.
What about?
Who buys the meat? Did your mom go out and do that, or
The meat?
The meat.
The sausage came from that big first.
But how do you go out and do that? Who plans that?
Jack.
Jack does that. Jack does all that planning, huh?
Does everything.
Does he do any work?
All the time.
All the time.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. All right.
He does a lot.
Okay. Yes. Now, Paul, you live in the village. You're living in the former Chandler house.
That's correct. Yes.
Okay. The Charles Chandler residence. For many, many years, that was the Chandler house.
That was built by Chandler's ancestors back in 1833.
And one of them was a doctor, I think, there, right?
That would have been the doctor's father-in-law that built the house, and that would his name was Fitch, and he convinced his son-in-law, who would have been Dr. Chandler, to purchase the house, or he gave them a house some years ago, and of course it's been in the same family since day one, until I bought it, of course.
Okay. And you had it for?
I think this is our 5th year.
Okay.
It's very difficult to maintain, and as a result, we've had to take on extra help just to maintain this house.
Does he help maintain it?
Oh, he is.
Oh, I eat lunch there all the time.
You eat lunch there.
He's the head man. There's no.
So you're paying him back today. You're buying the lunch today for him.
I treat today.
And the son thinks he's buying it. His son thinks Paul's doing it, and you're buying it. Really taking care of all this. The next one's on him again.
Oh, yeah.
Now, Scott and I are entering into a business venture with this orchard that we've got up.
What orchard?
A little orchard that we've started.
On the other side, west of your house? I saw it. You won't live off that too many years.
Oh yes. Well, we're planning to go on diets.
Oh, yeah. What I mean, how many? I was going to say, how many trees you got planted?
150.
Are there that many trees in that little field?
Yeah. And behind the house.
Oh, in behind, huh?
And we're going to put in a few more this year.
What kind of trees are they?
Pear and apple trees.
Oh, I was told they were tobacco trees. They aren't tobacco trees.
No, pear and apple trees.
Pear and apple.
I've got one little money tree back there, but that's reserved for Scott.
I thought your wife had the money tree.
Well, she thinks that I'm the money tree.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you're not.
But I'm not.
But
no.
You're talking pears and apples.
Pears and apples.
There's a pear right here, as a matter of fact. This is a pear right here. So how long have you been in the area?
17 years.
You came here with your cousin or your brother?
Brother.
And you bought Monette's store?
That's correct.
And then he bought your share out somewhere along the line?
5 years ago, he bought my share, and I went to work for the Prudential.
What's Prudential? What's that?
Prudential?
Yeah.
Insurance and financial services?
No advertising on this. What
You've
is
never heard of the
Prudential?
Prudential Insurance and
An
Financial
insurance
Services.
company and financial services?
Yep.
Oh, yeah?
The Rock.
Huh? The Rock?
The Rock.
Do people know who that is? Are they just in the county?
They're just in this county.
Just in
that's
this
right.
county, the Prudential. Remember that out there. Prudential is the name of that company that he worked for.
It's a very difficult name to remember.
And this is not the partnership you're talking about.
Oh yes,
The
I
Prudential-
work at the Prudential, and my income goes half to my
To the
wife
tree
and
and half to his
Scott.
got to his tree.
Yeah, I wish I got that.
You can tell we've been here for nearly 8 hours and we're getting a little bit tired out here. Scott, all right, what do you do when you're here? What part of the business facet are you in? Are you in the service at all, or what?
No.
When you're here?
I did a lot of the maintenance this year, getting ready and stuff like that.
But are you here just before this, or do you work during the rest of the year part-time too?
Whenever Jack.
Whatever you
hires
feel
me.
like it. Yeah? Whatever you feel like doing, so to speak, whatever Jack wants you to do.
Well,
All right.
if you were looking for a good painter, or somebody to kind of get some things done around your house that you couldn't get done,
Yeah?
then you would give Scott.
Oh,
If
you're
you
a
have
painter.
money.
Well,
You have money.
the last color he was painting was white. You see, he was painting white the last time, right?
The
That's
white is one of his
mix.
favorites.
White. All right. Well, listen. Enough of that foolishness. Your name is Neil, and you go to school.
Yep.
Where do you go to school?
St. Mary's.
Say in Champlain. Who's your teacher?
Mrs. Lambert.
Mrs. Lisa Lambert? Yes. You're in a kindergarten. Kindergarten? Yes. She says this is her first year as kindergarten teacher. Mrs. Lambert has 2 daughters, right? You know their names?
I know you know one.
Abby?
Oh, yeah.
Abby is one. And who's the other?
Casey.
Casey is another one. Yeah, we saw her in church. Yes, that's today, Tuesday. I guess we saw her Sunday in church. We talked to her grandfather today. Okay, gentlemen, anything else you want to tell me? I know you wanted to do this so bad, Scott.
Really?
Huh? You're going to be here till 7 o'clock. You're still serving up until 7? Or after? They come in till 7, right?
He was supposed to tell his mother how badly she needed a new garden tractor.
Oh,
We need
you need one? Can you drive a tractor, you think?
yeah.
Pretty soon.
You know
pretty
who
soon.
can teach you to drive one? There's a guy here by the name of Robbie Dragoon. He could teach you.
I know that.
You know, he's good on tractors. You know Robbie?
Yeah.
He goes to your school, doesn't he?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, your buddies? Well, that's great. Okay, well, thank you very much.
you.
Scott Dragoon, which we didn't talk to very much, but he didn't talk to us anymore than we talked to him. And the senior partner in the company
Yeah,
here,
that's right.
Paul Seymour.
Well, I'm just the finance minister.
Yeah, he's one
this
of
is the senior partner.
He's one of the Apple Seymours from Route 11,
They
west
don't
of the
fall
village.
far from the tree.
I thought that you were out of the village where you live, no?
I'm the last house.
Your last
inside the
house.
village, yeah.
That's probably why they just added the village. Right there.
Could be.
It could be. Thank you very much. We're talking with Scott, son number 3. I say that only because he was the third in line as far as birth. Correct? Number 1 in his mom's heart.
Always.
Thank you very much for tuning in to Hometown Cable every day. Remember, we're on at 1 o'clock, 4:30, 8 p.m., midnight, and 8 the following morning, and see a lot of these very kind and strange faces.
Thanks, Bob.
Nice people. Nice people on Hometown Cable. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Hometown Cable. The program's called What's Going On Here. I'm Bob Venn, Calvin Costine with the camera, and guess where we are today? Look at this. I have to wear a hat, see? We're inside of a house, so I won't have it very long. Ducks Unlimited is what it says. And this ducky right here is
Joe LaValle.
Joe LaValle from Rouse's Point, well known to all the people, including the women softball players that you coached so greatly back in the, 70s?
Yep.
Went to a championship of the county, didn't you, Joe?
Yep. We took the senior girls county championship.
You sure did.
With your daughter pitching.
Let's not talk about my daughter. Yes, my daughter was pitching. And, of course, you're also very active in the Woodman of the World.
Woodman of the World.
What office do you hold there?
Right now, I'm just Century past president.
You're a past president, yes. Make those
I'm the
trips.
president of the